Good afternoon, viewers, and welcome to your program, your Christian talk show, Issues in Christendom, coming to you live on Western Spring Television, channel 190 on StarTimes. I am Pastor Steve Akinwumi. I'd like you to follow us on our social media handles, Facebook, Instagram, and X at Western Spring Television. You can also watch us live on our YouTube channel at Western Spring Television. Today, we like to look at the topic. We like the topic, Generation Z. What is it about? The challenges they are faced with, and how can we come along as families, as parents, church, and society at large? How do we come along to be able to help them, assist them to overcome their challenges and grow to become responsible adults in our society? To have this conversation today, I have with me in the studio no other person, Pastor Livingstone Ade-Dotun. Is a Baptist pastor and is here to do justice to the topic today. Good afternoon, Pastor Livingstone.
Good afternoon,
and
sir.
Welcome to the program today.
Wow, good afternoon. Thank you so much. Even though the topic is a very powerful one, I really love it.
Amen.
And I also welcome our viewers at home. Thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for your love. Thank you for your share. Please keep on to follow us, like our post, and share it. As you do so, the Lord will continue to increase and enlarge you in the name of Jesus.
Amen.
In every home there is Gen Z.
Yeah.
So if you have one, please bring them to the floor. Let them join the conversation. Let them listen so that we can help them. And also as a parent, we can know where to come in and be of help to them.
It's awesome. So, you know, what we mean by Gen Z or Generation Z is, you know, there's a categorization of generations of people. And somehow each generation has its dominant philosophy that controls them, regardless of even the climb where they come from. Either it is from the global north or global south. Somehow, of course, in this our age is now globalized. So when we say Generation Z or Gen Z, we mean children born between 1997 to 2012. 1997 to 2012. That's the Generation Z. Now, if you look at it, 2012 till now is 13 years. That's the youngest. And then 1997 will be 28 years. So we're talking about children, people between 28 years and 13 years. 13 to 28. That's the Gen Z. And if you look at our statistics in Nigeria, a greater percentage of Nigeria population is in that age bracket. That's why they say that Nigeria is a very young nation, in the sense that we have a lot of people who are in their productive years. Unlike nations where they don't have people of that age bracket plenty. They have the adults more. And, you know, somehow you will now see that we see why some European nations are opening their doors for Africa to come in. To be able to come work. So when you work, the tax you pay are now being used to sustain the adults, the older people. You know. So, Pastor, that's the age 97 to 2012. That's the Gen Z. And it seems to be the most popular generation right now. It's just very Gen Z, I'm Gen Z and all that. You know, let's look at that Generation Z. What do you think is your interaction with the Gen Z? How is it like, Pastor?
Well, like you said, the curriculum, the educational system, the philosophical idea, that was used to raise this generation is totally different from ours. And the culture, the norms is also different from ours.
That's right.
In fact, I can call that a lot of it are words and opposite, the way they relate. Because Gen Z is a kind of generation like Dr. Adeoye did justice to it. You know, at some point, all these things generated from this American educational philosophical system.
And even parenting scripts.
Yeah. You know, looking at the kind of observing the generations and the failures, the weakness, the lacuna they could deduct from those generations. It's like they come up with different ideological, philosophical ideas, which they can instill. Maybe those things will be able to bring out more potential, more productivity, more influence, more impacts in the lives of this younger generation. So that was what gave birth to Gen Z. And to achieve this, they had to come up with another methodology, which has to do with the educational system, how they are being taught. And not only that, even how the children were to be disciplined. Those were the things they touched, which makes it so much, so very, very different from the older generation. The way they reason, the way they talk, you know, unlike our generation, you know, when they say sit down there, it is, you dare not question them that why should I sit down there? But Gen Z, the kind of system that was used to brought them up, to tutor them, to educate them, was that if they tell you to sit down there, you should be able to critique, you should be able to query. Why should I sit down there? No, there's a kind of liberty that is, these people should be able to explore, to develop themselves, to make findings, and at some point that they will get to the realm of realization. That when they get to the realm of realization, then that will initiate their, what do I want to call it now? That will initiate their productivity and what to contribute to the society. That will initiate, that will ignite their potential to be so engaging and to be so influential. So I think those were the things they put at the forefront, which of course they want to achieve. And those were the things they thought that were missing in the older generation. That at some point, though a lot of them are also good, they made invention, they were able to achieve this, they were able to achieve that, but they discovered that, but a lot of them were not able to maximize the potential they have. And they now thought that, oh, the best way to achieve this in the new generation, which we are now breeding, is to give them that freedom. Don't cage them, don't query them, don't limit them. No, if at all you want to limit them, let the society decide. And in terms of punishment and discipline, the society decides. So they are like elastic rubber. They allow them to expand to either in good conduct or bad conduct. So, and again, the moral aspect is also crunch. It's crunch in the sense that they give them the kind of free will. You know, free will, you can talk to your parents, you can query them, you can question them, you can disown them. You can feel like, oh, I don't need you again. I don't want you to cage me, to tutor me, to put me inside a cage. I want to behave the way I like, the way I want. So these are the, but unfortunately, bringing this to, because we find ourselves in a globalized world where people now have access to information, what is obtainable outside there and what is being done by the younger generation. So our people, they took those things, we just believe that whatever that is coming from the Western world is perfect, is okay, shouldn't be. But we fail to interrogate, to question those things. And not only that, we allow, our children are directly exposed to it. Even some parents just tell them that, oh, if you want to do well, and I see a sense of inferiority complex there. That we believe that the culture we have here, our ideology here, our system here, our moral system here is inferior. the whites that are making, many of them made inventions, make discoveries, do this and that. They believe that, maybe those were the things that ignite the potential, the ability in them.
Okay.
So instead of us to interrogate it, since the parents already see themselves, or we see black, we see ourselves as inferior to them. So we expose our children to whatever that is obtainable there. And that is what is killing. And like you said, which of course is a very, very good point, but parents, even in the Western world, that are exposed to Christian principles, sincerely, we will see difference in the way they raise their children and other people, even still within the Western world, which shows that no matter what the society, the community, if we make parenting intentional, then we adopt the biblical principles. I'm telling you, our children will do far better than what Gen Z ideology, what has been instilled in them, what has been inculcated in them, what is being globalized as a norms among them, because they have their language, they have their tone, and we must be able to communicate with them.
Okay.
Well, we can't just condemn whatever they are doing.
Wow, thank you so much, Pastor, for breaking it down. While you were just talking, my mind is just traveling up and down, looking at different things. Human beings are human beings, regardless of generations. Biology is biology, regardless of ethnic group. What is responsible for the change in behaviors? It's not biology. It's certainly philosophy, environmental influence, ideologies that are the changing ideologies is what determines what human beings turn out to become eventually. And so my mind is just thinking, okay, looking at the Gen Z, 97 to 2012. These are the generations that are digital native. Because I remembered 1997, did you have a phone?
Where? Even our parents don't have one.
Did you have an email address that time?
At all.
So by the time we were introduced to email here, introduced to cell phone, these children are the ones who they saw it while still children. I can't remember exactly what year now that all these MTN came to Nigeria, and Glo also came in, and the people were having phone that time. And then the SIM was even more expensive than the phone that time. It was early year 2000. So if you take that, let's say, I don't know what year exactly, maybe 2000.
During Obasanjo regime.
Obasanjo regime, okay, 2002, 2003, about. So any child born 1997, 2002 will be 5 years old. So 2000, by the time they are 10 years, 2007, when OBJ was leaving office, these kids already know what a phone is. Already know how to even use the phone. But you and I were still learning it. So we are digital migrants. They were digital native. It is their native. So that early exposure to email, internet, phones, gave them access to unlimited information compared to when we were children. In our own time, we only knew what our parents told us. We only knew what was available in our streets, in our community. But now our kids know more than what we tell them. In fact, they can educate us on what is happening globally that we are not even aware of. But it is their generation. Now, the effects of that exposure, that untamed exposure, makes them to imbibe the philosophy from the West without interrogation. So it looks like, we're liberated. We're no longer in the cage. So that pose a challenge on parenting in Africa, especially, and pose a challenge on Christian parenting in our days. So there is this pressure. There is more than just this pressure within community. It's a global pressure. From the internet, there's pressure. So your kids will see things on the internet and just come and demand for it. And you're wondering, why did you know these things? So on one side, there's a good part of the Gen Z whereby they can ask questions. We couldn't ask questions in our time. You can ask questions. That's a good one. The other hand is that because there is it looks like somebody who was in prison now having freedom, and that freedom is now being abused. So it becomes a challenge. So as parents, we need to come along with our challenge, or with our children, to be able to help them navigate through that period. Now, Pastor, let's look at challenges that the Gen Z face. I just use Gen Z as a topic, but we're actually looking at our kids in their teenage years. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and early 20s. Just look at that age bracket. What do you see as their major challenge?
Well, thank you so much. In fact, I'm just so much happy for this topic because it resonates with what we discussed and part of our discussion last week.
Okay.
We were discussing about
social media. Okay.
And the younger ones. Unfortunately, today, even some of the churches that now have children minister, teenager minister, youth minister, when we see the kind of byproduct that is coming out of it, does not commensurate with expected results. So which shows that the church and the seminaries, Bible schools have to reshape the curriculum. What is wrong? I think first and foremost is relating with them. We find it, and truly, truly indeed, the moment we have access, or as we have access to these children, we will discover that most of the language they use, most of their expression method, the way they reason is totally, like I said, they are different, and which may look, and if we are the type that is so egocentric, if we are the type that want to just feel that, oh, I'm superior to you, like if you shout with some of them, you just hear, hey guy. Hey, now you see, hey guy, what's up?
How are you guys doing?
How are you guys doing?
Just like a Gen Z,
Exactly.
chatting me up as a pastor, and then saying, how are you guys doing? In the past, how can you be telling a pastor, your pastor, how are you guys doing? Like asking me about and the family, how are you guys doing? Now, we should not immediately interpret it as rudeness.
Yeah, exactly.
It's their vocabulary.
Thank you, sir. In fact, that's where
it's their vocabulary.
That's where I'm driving at.
And they forget that I'm talking to somebody who is not in that bracket. There are also language we can also speak to them they will not connect with.
At all.
Like I've been in a seminar before, and then somebody said that we're talking about trends. And how do we respond to it as Christians? And then this young lady stood up in the meeting and said, hello, pastor. She said that the church where I attend, that my pastor uses language that are 18th century.
So archaic.
Using 18th century language when I'm 21st century in my mind. Now, I got what she's saying. For you to come out publicly and say that, it takes a Gen Z to do that. In our time, you cannot come because
At all.
people already know you and they know your pastor. You're in trouble. So we're just saying that the Gen Z have their vocabulary and sometimes they forget that they are not talking to their mates.
Exactly.
So when they use that language as elders, we should not immediately be angry and feel that they are being rude. It's not their vocabulary. We just need to connect.
Exactly.
Identify with them and then help them to navigate through whatever challenge that they are facing in that their age bracket.
Yeah. Yeah. So most of the time, because of the language, because of the approach, because of the manner, and the light. So many of us don't like to get connected with them. And those who even struggle to get connected at some point are pissed off. You know, you're talking to a Gen Z, they are pressing their phone.
Yeah.
Before you. And you are saying something very, very important.
About their life.
About their life. Unlike in our own time, in our own days. Though there's no phone, but even as mature as we are, our parents cannot be discussing with us and I'll be praising.
No, they can't be talking to you and they notice you are not paying attention.
Exactly.
You will just hear boss on your face.
Yeah, you are right.
You will think that maybe a bomb landed.
Yeah. I you know the funny thing, this Gen Z, when you try to correct them, that I see that you are pressing your phone. Can't you give me your maximum attention? You say, I'm listening.
I'm listening, yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff. So those things, it picks a lot of them up that, oh, these people, they are not relatable. So whereas we miss it at that point. And secondly, again, this identity crisis and the value, the word value is also a very important factor because they don't want you to address them as children. In fact, as a matter of fact, the more you call them teenager, the more they are offended. Some of them may not openly tell you that. So because what they are seeing around them, they thought they've arrived, they thought they've matured. In fact, they don't see difference between the adult and themselves.
That's true.
So, but the moment you are using the tone of a kind of superiority, or the moment they see that you are looking down on them, the way you talk down on them, they too, they won't connect. So whatever you want to say, they will just allow you that, oh, it is your time. Spend your time. When you are done, you will leave me. So I think that it is very, very important if we can, they are struggling. And they too, they know that they are struggling with identity crisis. Because at some point, they got stuck. That they wonder that it's like I'm not mature. I'm not adult that I because when the things they do backfired, or the decision they make couldn't give them the what he thought the result, the kind of result they thought they would get. So it's like they it's like I'm not an adult. Oh, if I know, I should have carried my parent along or my mentor or my pastor along. So they too, they know that they are struggling. So we must be there to now help them in that struggle. And if we are pissed off with their vocabulary, with their mannerism, with their disposition, there is no way we can help them with their identity crisis. So if we can get it right at that moment, I think that will be able to help. And again, another major factor I say about the Gen Z is that this moral consciousness is being slaughtered. Okay,
Pastor, on that note, moral what?
Yeah, consciousness.
Consciousness being slaughtered. Please hold your thought on that.
Okay.
We'll go on a short break now, and then when we return, we will start our conversation from that particular line of thought. Our viewers, thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. We'll go on a short break now, and then when we return, we will step up our conversation. God bless you. Don't go away. Thank you.
Iconic African presents the narrative of a man destined to exert an imperishable global influence in Western education. His was a story of a freeborn, captured and sold into slavery. He was born in Oshogun, a native Yoruba village near Iseyin in Okeogun axis of southwest Nigeria. Samuel Ajayi Crowther was the foundation student of Fora Bay College, Sierra Leone, the foremost university where the pioneer set of native Africans were educated. Samuel Ajayi Crowther's greatest contribution to humanity was his translation of the Holy Bible into the Yoruba language. The man who authored the Yoruba dictionary was also credited with the translation of English classic hymns into Yoruba and the Ekwere languages. Samuel Ajayi Crowther's private residence in Badagry, incidentally, the first story building in Nigeria, is an archival museum dedicated to the memory of Africa's first bishop. Western Spring Television identifies Samuel Ajayi Crowther as a watershed character in history.
Hello viewers, welcome back from that short break. This is Issues in Christendom and we are live on Western Spring Television. Today we'll be looking at a very special generation called the Generation Z, Generation Z. Children born between 1997 and 2012. What is the dominant philosophy? What is the challenge? What are the challenges they are faced with, and how do we come along helping them? Before we went on that short break, Pastor Livingstone was talking about moral consciousness,
yes, sir,
along the Gen Z generation.
Yeah.
Can you please bring it up?
Well, thank you, sir. One of the key, like you said, dominant factor, attributes, nature in the life of the Gen Z is that, you know, there's this sense of moral consciousness, which of course, in a simpler time, we can say the humanity nature, being human, that is having feelings, having moral responsibility. I see that this is so many of the Gen Z, though, like I said, tracing it back to the source, where it came from, was that they intentionally kill. You know, there's when you give excessive freedom to the children, to the younger ones that are being trained to do whatever they like, to say whatever they want to say, to go wherever they want to go, without strict discipline. It kills their moral consciousness. And this is a very key factor. And that is why when you see most of them misbehaving, is a kind of malady. That their parents are not seen as a very big figure in their life, okay? Or a commander, permit me to use that word, okay, in my life, in their life, that could spearhead over their life, that could dictate to them, that could caution them, that could discipline them.
Okay.
That is another, and that is why when they talk, you hardly see sign of respect, except that the ones that come from maybe local or a very strict background. Okay. When they talk, you don't see the respect, the honor is not there. The parent talk, they talk back to the parent. You know, the boss talk, they tell the boss that if you are not comfortable, I can leave this job. You know, so unlike us, that our parents they have say over us. When they say sit down there, you sit down there. So when they say keep quiet, you dare not say anything. That's right. But the Gen Z, I'm telling you, you dare not do that with Gen Z. Another thing I say about this Gen Z, they believe that being natural is lack of exposure, or is lack of It's lack of socialization. Being natural in the sense of that is they believe that you must live by chemicals. You must endorse chemicals. And that's why you see them any little stress. maybe they are bored. Someone frustrate them. They are not happy. The next thing is they just look for one powerful energy drink. In fact, some will even go for hard drugs to make themselves happy. So they see it as a normal thing. That how can and this normal, they know the names. Each one's the capacity, if they want to go very, very high, they know they want to go for. So in fact, they use these things, some of them use these things to read. Some of them, when they have those who are talented among them, before they start performance, they take these things. So they see it as normal. So being natural is like a sickness. And what gives room to that? Because we don't give these children attention. We leave them to do whatever they want to do. Because that is what the curriculum says. That is what the ideology says. That they will make discovery of themselves.
Do you feel that the Gen Z have, what's the word now? Too early independence?
Yeah.
And over independence. Again, independence too early.
Very, very.
You know, even when you look at African nations, I've heard people say that this is not a political discussion, but I'm just going to borrow that into this. That Nigeria independence rather came too early.
Very, very early.
That we were not ready for that independence.
Yeah.
And then trying to compare that with South Africa. South Africa, just got free from apartheid in 1994. 94 till now is just some 31 years ago, unlike Nigeria that is now 60-something years old. So like the Gen Z have independence too early. Do you think so?
Yeah. In fact, you also one of the let us do comparison.
Okay.
In our time, a teenage person or a teenage younger people cannot think of higher institution. In fact, as a matter of fact, before you got enrolled, I know my age now, my fathers, my parents, before they got enrolled in school, your hand must be able to touch the other part of the ear here.
And by that time, you can't be less than 7.
And by that time, you can't be less than 7.
Can't be less
before
than 7.
You start any education at all, which is foundational.
And there are nations who still imbibe that.
It will help them.
Like I've lived in South Africa before. In South Africa, before you start grade 1, you must be 7.
Right.
If you will turn South Africa calendar start January.
Yeah.
If you will turn 7 by March, but school starts January, they won't let you in January. You will come the following year when you are almost 8. Those who are most privileged are those who are born in the later months of the previous year.
Of the previous year, December, November.
So any child, let's say a woman is pregnant now, she's 6 months pregnant. In 3 months' time of October, she will give birth.
Yeah.
So when that child will be 7 October. So by January, you're just 7 years and 4 months. You will start.
Yeah.
So 18, you are still in secondary school.
Yeah.
Your grade 12 is around 19 thereabout. Plus 12 years plus 7, that's 19.
Yeah.
So there's maturity. Unlike here in Nigeria, where you have graduates at the age of 20. There is
even 18, 17 graduate.
17?
Yeah. 17, 18 graduates.
18,
yeah.
As a graduate.
How? In Nigeria.
How?
They just speed up the primary, the secondary. In fact, there are some children.
So at what age that child gain admission to university?
Like what I said,
14,
around
maybe 14.
Even 14
plus 4.
Even we see students at the age of 13, 12 gaining admission. Like what you said, independence, early independence.
Early independence.
So how can they combat with peer pressure? No, okay, now you meet someone of 30 years who is into drug, who is into womanizing, who is into chemicals, and your child, and they know that they are exposed, they have this money. No, they indoctrinate them. They lure them. But okay, just imagine someone is 25 years, or let me just say 20. Someone is 20 years. You are 20 years. The mental capacity is of equal level. So for that person to convince you, to lure you, the person must have gone extra mile. Unlike someone of lesser age, someone of 13, 14, and I am 20 or 21. For me to lure that person is just a walk away. So the freedom is so, and you know, as children, the moment, unlike those days again, when you are done with your tertiary institution, your program, you come back home. It's not like that in this age.
Is that also not supposed to be a plus? Because I'm just looking at, I know there are challenges. I'm looking at nowadays, you have young people, 25, have made good money economically. Not shady business. Clean. Legit. Tech skill. Heavy tech skill at 21. Another 4 years from now, the guy is cashing out in millions. Meanwhile, at that same age of 21, some of us were still writing jam in our time. Is that not supposed to be a plus on one side for the Gen Z in terms of economically, they get empowered early, which is a plus? Only that there is a need to have a character that supports that, to be able to have a balanced life, not one life that is started in one direction.
Is a plus if it is well guided.
Okay.
Is a plus when the children are not living a loose life.
Okay.
Is a plus when they see someone who can spearhead or give a command.
Okay.
Looking at the nature of the career,
okay,
or what such young people are into.
Okay.
A lot of people are making money, but what are they spending that money on?
Okay.
Some spend that money carrying babes. They just believe that, oh, this money is, and sincerely, sir, like you said, they are making the money legitimately.
Legit.
And because it is legit and they are sure, unlike our fathers, that's, when they squander the little they get at the very early stage in life, they struggle till they die.
Guys are not.
But these guys, the source where they are getting the money.
It's not salary.
No, salary. Okay. So you get what I'm trying to say?
I have a young guy.
Okay.
A very young guy. I met him when he was in the university, young. He's married now. He's also within that Gen Z bracket. And by virtue of his tech skill, he's been able to build a robot that can trade.
Yeah.
I mean, that's mind-blowing.
Yeah.
An African young guy. Mind-blowing. And that he's been able, he's busy testing the robot on trade. By the time that guy is able to master that, he will be sleeping like this. And robot is trading on his behalf.
Yeah.
He's working. He will retire young, and he will be a big boy because of what he's been able to build.
Yeah.
That's a Gen Z.
Yeah.
You and I didn't have such privilege.
For where?
Some things were just for the big men's children.
Yeah.
Now, let me borrow the expression of Dr. Defila. Faith, deregulation.
Yeah.
Now I can say wealth,
yes,
deregulation.
Yes, sir.
By reason of tech skills.
Yeah.
And our Gen Z, this is their domain.
That is the domain. That is where they are generating the money.
And parents, we need to encourage that.
Yeah. No, we are encouraging. Except the ones that are not educated.
Okay.
Who are illiterate.
Okay.
Who don't know the benefit of these things. we can't push them to oblivion. We can't just say those things are insignificant, because like in those days we said crude oil is where the money is. But now the money is not in crude oil. It's in tech. It's in tech. So we cannot. But one thing is that when they generate, sir, in the next 10, 15 years, to make money won't be something difficult.
15 is far away.
It's far away. Even without struggle, effortlessly, you will make money. But the question is, what are the principles that has been imbibed in you? When you get those money, will you not use it to chase after player? Will you not use it to chase after what will ruin you? Will you not use it to promote ungodly things? So those are the struggles.
Challenges.
Those are the challenges that even these children, as early in life, they're exposed. Like I said earlier, that it's like they're hyper. Their gene is super gene than ours. It's like the more the world is moving to an end, we are having a kind of super gene in terms of production. Because these days, I'm telling you, a 2 years child will operate this phone. Even though, yes, they are born into it, but who taught them? So sometimes you see them, they go to YouTube, you wonder, Facebook, what are you doing here? Playing games. We know how many years it takes us to study those things, to know how to do those things. But these children, but what I'm saying is that this is where Christian parenting must come in. What we claim as spirituality, I'm telling us, is most of the time is what is killing, is what is hindering. Sometimes we thought that loading their head with Bible verses is all we need to do.
Okay, so Pastor, before we go, because of our time,
okay, sir,
how do we journey with the Gen Z to be able to navigate their struggles?
Okay.
So that they will turn out to become responsible leaders. Either we like it or not, these are the future leaders of our homes, future leaders politically, future leaders even in church. When the table turns to their set, those are our next general overseers, our associate pastors. They are the ones. Future president, governors, future lawmakers. So how do we help them?
Okay.
So that when the opportunity, when the time comes for them to take over the affairs of communities and the world, we are going to be proud of. That's our product, doing excellently well out there. How do we come along with them?
Well, thank you so much. The same way we invest in the adults.
Okay.
Let me start from in the church. I want to use church setting to express what what I'm about to say. That in the adult worship center, we put the best. But the ones we have used, which we think is no longer befitting, is what we take to this Gen Z place of, for those who even have place of worship for the children. You know, at times we thought that we are impacting their lives, but we are damaging their life. Because the kind of meat, you know, like Paul said, sincere meat, from a meat to meat, from meat, honey, those things like that. But now, these children, you are giving them meat to eat. They couldn't understand. For those who jam-pack them together, Gen Z. Now, for those who even separated them, we see that we retain the best within a domain, the adult domain, and give them crumbs. Look at those people taking care of the children, those people coordinating them, those who teach them. You know, we retain professors, we retain reverend doctor in the main church, adult church. But upstairs, just anyhow, brother, please be in charge, please take care of these children. So they could not relate. Like I said, they could not connect. So, and we need to journey along with these children. We need to inculcate. Like I said, it is not everything, and which of course you also agree from your statement, it's not everything in the Gen Z that is totally bad. But we have not been able to sieve the ones that are bad and to tell them reasons why it is bad, and to interact together. You know, so we want to lord it over them. Let us interact with this young mind. I'm telling you, when they express themselves, the things they don't want, the things they don't like, then we know where to come in. But when we just feel like, oh, you know, the way my parent taught me, when I talk, you don't talk back. When I do this, so those things cannot be of help. So I think, first and foremost, let us create an atmosphere for them. Where,
so there's a need to
yes, sir.
Unlearn.
Relearn, yes, sir.
Our parenting script.
Yeah.
So that we don't repeat the errors of the past generation.
Exactly.
When it comes to parenting.
Yeah.
We need to listen more.
Yeah.
These young people who are Gen Z have wonderful concepts.
Yeah.
Brilliant mind.
Yeah.
We just need to identify with them, connect with them, and help them navigate through the hurdles.
Yeah.
Mature them, and then release them to be able to fulfill the destiny that God has for them. Wow. So, Pastor, in 30 seconds, your parting message, because of our time, your parting message to our viewers, both parents and also the Gen Z themselves.
Wow, Gen Z, I'm glad to tell you that you are doing wonderfully well, but please, you are not yet mature. You are not yet an adult. Please submit yourself to parental leadership. Submit yourself to godly principles. And parents, I'm also begging us, please let us improve on our parenting skills. Let us identify with them. Let us connect with them. Let us relate with them. And let us counsel them so that they can fulfill their destiny. We can't just, even God himself, God Almighty relates, comes down, dwell among us. So we can't just stay on the top of the ladder there and expect the children to do well. Let us get involved in whatever they are doing and impart them godly. And I pray that they will fulfill their destiny in the name of Jesus.
Amen. Thank you so much, Pastor. When pastors say you're not yet matured, it's not a statement of disrespect. We know that legally 18 is adult. Yeah. But looking at it from another angle, 18 is not yet an adult.
At all.
In terms of an 18-year-old boy cannot say wants to get married.
At all.
but legally, 18 can go and vote. You are considered an adult. Yeah. An 18-year-old boy cannot be given the opportunity to lead a nation as a president.
At all.
So, but then it's an ongoing journey. You are initiated into adulthood. You need to learn certain things to be able to grow and become. We believe in you in Gen Z, and we believe that you have something that you have brought to the table of life as well. Only that we just need you to be patient, to learn what you need to learn, grow, mature, be stable, and then the baton of leadership is handed over to you, and we can be sure that you will lead our communities and our world in a better direction than we did. God bless you. God keep you, favor you, and strengthen you. In Jesus' mighty name. Thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of today's conversation on Gen Z Christian Perspective. I believe that you have been tremendously blessed. We'll come your way again next week, Sunday, for another wonderful topic on this program, Issues in Christendom, on Western Spring Television, channel 190 on StarTime. I am Pastor Steve Akewumi. God bless you. See you next week, and bye for now.